I feel like if I put this comments thing to bed, that'll be good because tomorrow is the day that I'm supposed to do a lot more. Today it's going to be 30 minutes because it's after work. I was actually really tired. It's fourth consecutive work day. Um, Friday was only 8 hours though, but then it was 12 hours Saturday, 12 hours Sunday, 12 hours today. Ugh. And man, it was a workout today. Let's not talk about that. Let's go to here and we're going to look at the script. Okay, so when we click this button, so where are we looking at the comments? So display comment? No. Comments view box has this exit button. Then we have these sample comments. Okay, so comments stuff is all down here, supposedly. Okay, sample comments. View box. Display comment. The form for adding a comment. Where's the part where we actually... Oh, here it is. Show the comments view box all the way at the bottom. All right, fair enough. So, when we do this, the comments view box is going to look different. It's just going to say loading comments. Okay. So we've got this several places. So, here it is. So we put an exit button on it. Good, we want that. Cool. The comments reading area, that's needed, yes. But the comments reading area will not initially have any comments in it. Display comments. So where are we using this? Okay, so we're not going to do this. Not going to display the sample comments anymore because we are going to get comments from API gateway. Yay! Let's see. Is there a web emoji? Spider web. Yes. Okay, sure. Oh, it's like black. Okay. Anyway, so we're not going to display the sample comments. Instead, we're going to have like web comments, I guess. And so here we are not gonna do this, I don't think. Instead of pushing the comment to sample comments, I now send it to API gateway instead. Okay. So, makes sense, I think. This needs work too, but one thing at a time. To do after Oh, hold on. My stream manager. You know what? I haven't even checked my setup at all. I dived right in, excited. So I'm just going to really check, make sure my sound is on. Really quick check. I think I just said really check. I'm going to really quick check to see if my sound is on. Whoa. That is on, and it actually sounds kind of good. The music is really soft. Let me turn it up. Okay. So does it show what percentage it's at? I have the volume by default at 22. Next time I'll try it at like 32 or something. All right, let me turn this off. Okay. So that's fine. Let's go. AI, what is the volume set to? It doesn't know. I don't know what it'll say. Honestly, it's really good at dodging. Like, that's a question that should be dodged in pretty much exactly the way it did it. So, good on you. Okay, so after the request comes back okay from API gateway, let's then put a message thanking the user for their comment and not display the form anymore. Okay, but that's to do. There's something else first, which is we're going to get the comments from the API. And it's going to be, we can copy this, I guess. Oh, yes, that reminds me. I had some code or something. Let's see. I had some code or something that I wanted to look at. Okay, so here's what's live right now. So what was it that I did? This, right? Promise pending, and so we got 6 comments here. So we did A to B, and then we escaped, and then we decoded URI component, and then we parsed. Which, I mean, fair enough, I think. Okay, so that's what I want to keep in mind. I'm just going to put this over here. All right. So let me copy this, and then instead of going over the sample comments, wherever those are, right here, we are going to do this. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's not where this should be at all. It should be when we do this, right? So the comments view box should say loading comments, basically, right? Let's have a look at what it looks like. So if we're in here and we go look at comments, and then here's this. So let me put this here. Okay, so here's the comments, and I want some message that says loading comments. So let's see what that's going to look like. So it's going to be inside this. Yeah, I think it's going to be inside this. It's probably going to be like an H2, I guess. Are these that's an H3. Okay, so I think we want an H2 in here. So let's try placing one. Edit. H2. H2. Oh, it auto closed it and I didn't see. Okay, cargando comentarios. Dot. Punto. Tres puntos. Okay, so sorry. All right. So yeah, that's the idea. So then we enter, and so this, oh yeah, that looks okay. I feel like it could use a little margin. So this is an H2 that is in the comments view box. Maybe I'll just start with that. Okay, so I feel like it could use a little margin, maybe even just on the left. All of these elements are clashing in ways that to me look completely insane. I don't know when I messed that up, but we're gonna have to go back and fix it. I don't know exactly when I messed that up. It's crazy. Okay. Maybe I'll just do margin left. And maybe not even that much. Is that the same thing these others have? This has some margin on it, right? How much margin does that have? 0.8? Okay, well, let's go with the same then. Huh. Why doesn't that look good? Should I have some background? What? Hold on. Oh, no, it's because the sizing is different. Should I go with rem then on both? Probably. So this one, it says, yeah, it probably should be rem on both. So the margin is like this. So if we make it rem instead, I think that's okay. And then if we make this one the same thing, then it should match, I believe. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. Honestly, I think that's probably all I require for this. Like, obviously, the styling on everything is super messed up right now. Super messed up right now. I'm gonna do a lot with the styling tomorrow, I think. I don't know if it's on my GitHub to-dos, but fixing the styling will go a long way to making the site look less stupid, I think. And it's gonna take probably a long time to fix the styling. Maybe not that long. We'll see. So yes, so we want to have this H2 like that. Okay, so let me go in here. Okay. So the div.comment has this margin, and we want that to be rem instead. And it's pretty much the same as this, right? Except it's going to be 2. And it already came out white, so that white is probably redundant on the H3, but refactoring will come later, I think. I think margin left 0.8 rem. Okay, so now over here, let's actually add it in there. Const loading message equals document dot create element h2. Loading message text content equals cargando comentarios. ... I don't know if that's correct at all. Let's see what the AI chatter says. AI, is this Spanish correct in your opinion? Cargando comentarios on a website, loading comments. I don't know what it'll say. I don't think it'll... Whatever it says, it's not going to be trustworthy. I do know that much. Oh, he says sí, perfecto. Oh, you know what? I know he's not right. Well, I know he's not smart enough to be right, but sure. Okay, so let's do comments view box. No, it's not the comments view box. It's the other one, I think. Oh, the comments reading area. Comments reading area. Right? So we'll get rid of the loading message as soon as this thing loads. So this is going to be a get, so we can get rid of that, I believe. And then we'll say then, and we'll get some response back, right? And then here, this is where I'm going to look at this part. So we're going to go A to B. And I'm going to put this over here where I can look at it. Okay, so we're not going to do this. We're going to go A to B, then escape, then decode URI component, then JSON parse, then we have the comments. Oh, actually, I have it conveniently done like this, which I think is fine and good. So now we are going to display those. So first of all, we're going to go comments reading area, remove child, loading message, right? We don't need that anymore. And then we'll go comments for each comment. And then we'll just go display comment, right? And I guess that's it. So let's see what that'll look like. So we should be able to just go like this, right? And then, yeah, that's the end of it. Uh-oh, what does it say? Error. Sample comments is assigned a value but never used. Okay, let me comment that out for now, but we are going to want to get rid of it. Okay. So that's it. So, oh, it says escape is deprecated. All right, let me have a look. I didn't realize that. MDN escape. The escape function. So does it? So it says deprecated. So let's see. This does seem like good information, I guess. Probably. So let's see. So when I did this, it came out like this. If I skip escaping entirely, because it says use encode URI component if possible. So I'm using decode URI component. All right, so if I just skip the escape, what's it going to say? Okay, well, no surprise, it comes out Moji Bake, right? We needed the escape. Okay, so it says encode URI component. All right, so if we try that one instead, is that going to do it? It seems a little unexpected, but let's see. So we're going to encode URI component first and then immediately decode. Does that help us? Let's see what it says. No, it's still Moji Bake. And then it also said to try encode URI, right? So let's give that one a shot. I don't think it's going to be any different. So, yeah, so escape helped us fix the Moji Bake, but it is deprecated. So, do we have another different option we want to consider? A polyfill? It's probably a big table or something. I mean, I don't know. Whoa. Okay, this is a lot. All right, so where is escape? Okay, here it is. Okay, it doesn't look like it's a big table. That's not too bad then. Oh, interesting. So do we want to do something like this instead? I feel like we could do something a little bit smaller, right? So the core of it, I guess, is what? So char at, oh gosh. No. Interesting, interesting. So they're doing these requires. Yeah, so we can do it simpler than that, I think. Exec raw char. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, let's totally do it. I'm just gonna bring this over here where I can basically look at it and copy it. So it says escape is deprecated, understandable, I guess. So we're just gonna do our quick thing. Escape is deprecated. Okay, so we're gonna say const my escape equals, and it's gonna take a string s, and we are going to basically do s replace. We're gonna use the regex that they use there. So I'll show where I'm looking. So they use this regex to show all of these characters are okay. We'll just put them as is. So I'm going to do any character that is not one of those. So any word character is okay. A literal star is okay. A plus, a literal dash, a literal dot, a slash, an @ sign, and that's it. All right. So everything else, everything that is not on that list throughout the string, we are going to replace it. And we are going to replace it with I guess I'm going to have to use a function. Yeah, that makes sense. So the replacement is going to be what they did here. So now I'm looking at this part. So they did a char at, no. So they do, if it's less than 256, they put a %, and then they go hex, and hex is, let's see. So they did number 2 string, but like we can do that with just vanilla JS very easily, right? So let's just take a look. If we want to make something into hex, so if I have this word hello and I say char code at 0, all right, so there's 72, but oh wait, that's not in hex. So we do 2 string and then we put the 16 in there, and there it is, right? So that's all that's really needed for that part, I think. So let me look again. Yeah, so we're going to do a hex. Oh, they did 2. So is that is that the amount of padding? I think it is. Okay. So then if we need it with more padding, then we go pad start 4 0, right? 0048. And so I think that's how it turns out, because like if we escape some emoji like my buffalo, where's buffalo? Then it comes out with this %u, and then it comes out with these 4 digits in hex, right? So if we do this, oh, there's a problem already. If it's an emoji, then it's not going to match correctly because it's going to match as something goofy. Here, let me see. So this is what I started doing. It's going to match basically as if it were 2 characters. It's just a little bit weird. So we want to do replace, and it's not a word character, it's not a literal star, it's not a plus, it's not a literal dash, it's not a dot, a / or an @. And globally we'll replace it, and then we'll say wait a minute. I don't think I'm going to use G1. So let me just say, okay, so if I replace like this, I get the buffalo back. Now, if we instead go char code at 0, then I get this number. And of course we can do 2 string 16. All right. Seems like a huge number, to be quite honest. Should it be such a huge number? See, here they escaped it as 2 different things. Here, I have it as both things, but they're mashed together. So I guess that's fine. Actually, I'm not sure if it's fine. I don't think it is fine, to be honest. So if the length is if the length is 8 like that, then I guess we need to replace it with 2 chunks, probably. And that's probably fine. Okay, so we're going to say const char code equals this. We're going to say if char code less than 256, right? So this is what they did here. If the code is less than 256, then we'll put a %. So in this case, we return char code 2 string hex pad start 2 0. Right? Okay. Else if... Okay, so now we want to say if the char code is greater than FFFF, I think. Greater than integer... What is it? Or is it number parse int? Yeah. Number parse int FFFF 16. So in that case, we return... Well, here, let me just put that because I'm going to use that a couple times. Const FFFF equals... Okay. So if char code is greater than FFFF, then we will return char code divide, no, it's math floor char code divide FFFF plus 1. So it really shouldn't be like that. Let me just put plus 1. I don't know. Because that's the one we want to use, I believe. So then when we do that, then we'll go to string 16 pad start 4 0. And then we'll add the second string, which is char code mod FFFF plus 1 to string 16 pad start. And it's going over onto the other monitor. Okay, so let's see here. Else if okay. And then in the final case, else return char code to string 16 pad start 4 0. Okay. And then what is this at the end here? Okay, so there it kind of is. I want these to be capital letters. We want to match what escape is doing, I think. So we also need to put %u plus where's my %u? Oh gosh. What has happened? Okay. So this is % plus, and then this one again is %u plus. Okay. Oh. Okay. So this was not needed. It got it without me doing that. So let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of all that. Amazing. Okay. I want them to be capital letters. All right. So if the function, so I'm going to say my escape equals string, not string, let me just put s. There we go. So we go my escape, and we'll put the buffalo again. Okay, so test my escape equals s, my escape s equals escape s. Okay, one last time with the buffalo. Okay, so now let's find what was, let's fetch that thing again, maybe? Or maybe not. Let me think. All right, first things first, I think I'm going to copy this into my script file. My escape is assigned, but value is never used. Okay, so we're going to use it here. It's weird the way it, like, when I copy paste from the Chrome DevTools, I get a bunch of extra tabs. I don't know what is exactly happening there. Well, I think it's just putting in tabs when I paste tabs that are not needed. Okay, so let me put the message here. This function is copied from, and then I'll put this link. Should I just link it like this? Let's see. Copy path. What does that do? No. Raw. Because we can link to particular lines if we feel like it. Copy permalink. Yeah, that's what we want. Whoa. It's so much. All right, well, whatever. Okay. Good. So I guess that's what it'll be. And we'll see if it works. I don't know. Okay, so that was a weird tangent. Oh my gosh, I'm 40 minutes in already. That was a weird tangent. Am I close to getting this to work? Oh, actually, yeah, I think so. So let's format again. And let's see what has changed. Script and style. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these onto Amazon. I'm having a pretty good time today, but I don't know. Okay, so we'll go to Amazon. I might stay on longer than I was originally planning. But once this is uploaded, and tested a little bit, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break and decide whether I'm going to stay on longer. Because I'm having a pretty good time, I guess, so far. Okay, so we're going to upload these files to S3. And I guess it's probably going to be all 3 files. So it's going to be the... where are they? Projects. I'm gonna try to get different music soon. I never even really liked these Zelda ones that much. Or maybe I did for like a minute. Okay, script index style. Okay, upload succeeded. So then we'll go and make an invalidation. Oh, invalidation, that's a perfect time for me to step away because that usually takes 1 or 2 minutes, something like that. So let's go in here and create. I don't know, like, how much does it charge for these invalidations? I don't even know, actually. Hold on, let me see what my charges look like right now. Because right now, I can see S3, 1 cent. And that's it. It's not showing anything else, so... Does this show anything untoward if I look at this? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So it's trying to break down by service, but I actually still don't understand how this works very well. So CloudFront costs, I mean, yeah, it's just, we're doing fine. Okay, so slash create invalidation. Sometimes I feel like I want to talk to people about like my interests. Not even really a conversation, and not even really like info dumping, just briefly like share some facts about like what I've been doing and why it's interesting to me, which I guess is kind of info dumping, but like it's not like I daydream about info dumping a lot. I daydream about like dropping like one factoid. All right, so it says the invalidation is completed. Okay, so now if I look here, it says cargando, but it doesn't look like it's working. Uh-oh. So it said we tried to fetch. Uh-oh. Uncaught. Failed to execute A to B. Oh, darn. A to B. Yeah, that was supposed to be the first thing. Nope. That's not correct. That's not correct. Let me go back. I missed something obvious. Is that what I did here? Let me go back. Yeah, r.text. It's right there. So of course that could never work. Completely missed it. Okay, let's upload again. Darn. That's crazy. All right, let me find my S3. Upload. Add. Oh, it's still not here. All right. Invalidation again. All right. That last one didn't seem like it really took very long. How are we looking? Does this show the date? A couple things I want to be doing are like I want to do different color schemes. I've been sticking with this color scheme way too long. Yeah, there it is. There's the date. Okay. So let's look again. So if we load here. Okay, so there it is. All right, so now these do not look right. So let's fix that. Okay, so when we get the comments like this, they come out with author, text, and oh, wait a minute. Let me put the escape back in there. And speaking of which, so the emojis did come out, so that part is okay. So then here's how they came out. So the emojis came out. You know, I don't see the date. Let's go fix that in the Lambda. I'm going to be here longer than I maybe thought. But yeah, let's go fix the Lambda. So this is going to be Lambda comment get main go. Okay, so when we actually form the comment, we're supposed to actually do something a little bit more. We're supposed to have a date. So in the display comment, we're expecting an author and a text. Where's the date actually happening? Display comment. Author, text. No, 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 this is not right. Here it is. Parsed date. Okay, so the date is supposed to be passed in here. So it's supposed to be text, name, and date. Okay, so let's change that to name. Okay, so there we go. Text, name, and date. Okay, so that should be better, I believe. Now, when we do the date, this is going to be value, date, and same thing, because that's also a string. So what's going to happen if the date is not in there? Is it just going to come back? Is it going to say 500? Oof. Let me actually look that up. So we're trying to take a value and put in a string. If that value is not in there, if the record does not have a date, it's not going to go 500, is it? It might. Let me see what it says. DynamoDB package. So we're doing this map of string. Oh, okay. It's just a regular Go map. I don't know what I was thinking. It's just a regular Go map. So if we try to get something that's not in there, I don't remember what happens. Let me see the tour. So if we look at a map, maps. Okay, so here it is, and we can press run. Are we able to see that okay? So we can press run and something comes out. So now if we copy this, but we say something else, what does it say? Just 0, 0? Well, that seems totally fine. It just came out with a 0 value. Love it. Okay, so let me put that in as a comment. I believe that if there is no date in the map, then it will just come back with a 0 value. Okay, well that's fine, but the problem is that this 0 value is going to be nil, and it's not going to work like that. So I think we need to check that first. So we're going to say date is, and then we're going to put this. Okay, so then if date not equal nil, then we do what I just did there. No, 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 no. Hold on. This part comes down here. Okay, there we go. Else, return comment. There's probably a way better way to write this, but okay, so more refactoring to do. So in this case, I will just put nothing, and that's going to be it. Ah, crap. Okay, so 64. Let's fix it. Oh, gosh. So we returned. Oh, there we go, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think this is all right. So if date, so yes, I believe the 0 value for a attribute value is nil. Let's see if there's anything about that though, just so I can real quick check. Attribute value. Type attribute value interface. Yeah, the 0 value for this would be nil. To be honest, I haven't practiced Go enough to be 100%, but I'm pretty confident, maybe 80%. All right, let's just move on. So let's build the Lambda and upload it. All right. Let's go to Lambda. And this is the comment get. And we're gonna upload zip. And let's find it. This one, right? Comment get, cool. Okay, so it says updated. I guess that should be it. Okay, let's try again. So look at the comments. Nope. Dead. Oh wait, no, it is okay actually. It's ugh, I don't know what happened. Hold on. This is looking worse and worse all the time. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is looking worse and worse all the time. Okay, so it loaded the comments a bunch of times. So let's it's an obvious mistake. Let's fix that. So here we've got to go ahead and clear out all the comments. Oh no, actually I don't want to do that. So these comments, I actually want to just save these to local storage so that I show them before loading. So I'm going to say, where's local storage? So we're going to say set item. And then here, we're going to try get item. Okay. Okay, so we'll get the stored comments, and so then we'll say if stored comments, then stored comments for each, caps lock, comment. Oh, actually, we'll just put display comment. Oof, I'm really fatigued. Okay, I'm gonna take it easy for a second. Else, not yet though, but in a minute here, I'm gonna take it easy for a second. So else, then we do this. Oh, what did it say? Loading message. Okay, let's go look. Okay, so if there are stored comments, then we'll just display those. Otherwise, we'll put loading comments. And then we just need to be able to clear the comments. Is that really what we want to do? Clear and then add them back in? Because that seems unnecessary. So in reality, what we should be doing is only displaying new comments that have been loaded if they're not already displayed, obviously. So in display comments, in here, let's save which comments are actually displayed, I guess. And should the key be just like the full comment? This is turning into a mess. I feel like I'm in too much of a rush. Nothing is working correctly, not even close. Okay. Let me breathe for a second. So there was something else, wasn't there? So only displaying the comment once, that's good. Using the local storage, I think that's good. Yeah, those make a lot of sense to me. Okay, let's upload the file. S3. Upload. Okay, CloudFront. Let's do another one. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more seltzer water out of the fridge. Or yeah, I think I will. Dying. All right, this is fine. So, this is good. This is good and fine. All right, invalidation completed. Okay, let's see what it does now. This site is so awful. It's going to be a lot better after this week because I'm going to put some time into it, actually, for once. At least I think that's the plan anyway. Okay, so there they are. So there they're displayed. I still don't see the date, so that's bad. And there's something blank here, which I think is actually a blank comment in the DynamoDB table. Yeah, so it's supposed to show a date somewhere, and so it didn't do that. So I need to be console logging something. Ah. I hate the way these come back, but sure, let's just see what it says. I hate You know what? It's dumb that they come out like this. Okay, so I see that this one has a date like this. All right. So a date like that should be okay, I think. A lot of them have the date blank, and so those shouldn't show a date. To be honest, though, there shouldn't really be blank dates either. I think I missed something at the end there, did I? Yeah. Okay. So, bum, you are the worst. So it's supposed to have a date. So let me look at the sample. I must have made some simple mistake again. Yet another one. Yeah, so there's a date just like this. The trouble is, so this date is formatted in a particular way. And when we go to display, we go date.parse. Okay. So then if we go my escape, how's that going to be? I guess that's okay. So then we go decode URI component. And then we go JSON parse. And how does that look? Okay, so here's the date. Oh my gosh, it's got double quotes in there. Why do I have double quotes in there? So it put double quotes in there because that's what makes it like the valid JSON. So definitely don't want double quotes in there. All right, let's just go fix it in the other Lambda then. So when we do this, it marshals JSON, which seemed okay, except for the fact that it put double quotes around it, and we don't want those. So do we do slice notation like this? I don't think so. Golang tour. Yeah, let's look here again. Slice. So they did 1 through 4. Okay, so we can't do -1. That's fine. I think what we want is what? Len date bytes unneeded. So that should get rid of the closing quote, right? So let's put a comment there because otherwise that's kind of confusing. I am slicing the date bytes to remove the opening and closing double quotes. All right. Oh, it's well, does that work if I run it here? I don't know. No, it doesn't. Maybe I should make it work if I run it over there, but whatever. All right. Maybe I should just have one that builds all the lambdas. I'm not gonna do that right now. Let me upload. Okay, so here's lambda. So we want the comment post. So we're gonna upload the zip. And that's gonna be this one. Hour and 15. I meant to do a half hour. All right. Got to get to that commit. I'm not stopping before I get to that commit. Okay, so that's updated. So good, I guess. Stored comments for each is not a function. Oh, you have to parse and stringify it, and I didn't think about that. Okay. Upload again. All right. Let's see how that goes. Okay. I feel like I might be getting close-ish to the end here. I don't know. Okay, so invalidation completed. Unexpected token O. Oh. And that was JSON parse right here. We just have to get rid of that, and then I think we're okay. Because it was not correct before, but I think it should be okay now. Okay, so it says loading. Oh, it did load. Okay. Okay, so now let me send. Okay, so there it was added, I guess. All right, sure. So now if we load again, oh, did it go in at all? Oh my gosh, I'm breaking everything left and right. 100% skill issue. I've just spent an hour and 20 minutes doing something that legitimately should have been no more than 30 minutes. I might do better if I'm more rested, because I am very fatigued today, but I don't think that's the real problem. I think it's plain skill issue. All right, let's go look. So, the star. Okay, well, it looks like it should be there. Maybe it just wasn't up to date yet in the Dynamo. So this just came in. Let's see. I think oh wait. The node to be removed is not a child of this node. Oh, of course. Yeah, my bad. I could do that. I don't usually do that. I'm not gonna do it this time either. That you could do that. I don't usually do something like that. All right, let's upload again. Honestly, try finally would seem more clear in that case. I'm just doing crazy stuff everywhere. Tech debt, I guess. Except it's never gonna be paid back. It's never gonna be paid back. All right, let's choose the file. Does it usually say this? Wait, what did I do? Oh, I accidentally opened that. All right, let's see. Completed, it says. Okay, so there's the SAR, and there's the date. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all the comments that don't have dates. I'm not. They're all supposed to have dates, technically. So I'm just gonna delete the ones that don't. Where's my dynamo? Oh, it's right here. All right. It's kind of hard to like this is normally so like I zoom it way up because I think it looks better in the VOD. But normally like this is the size I would usually use. This monitor is actually fairly small-ish, but this still looks okay. Anyway, so let's choose these items and delete. All right. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, I believe that means we'll still see the comments that are in local storage regardless. But of course, we can just get rid of those. I'm gonna commit, and then I'm gonna think about whether I want to do anything else tonight. So we changed the 2 lambdas for comment and the script, and just a little bit with the style. A lot more needs to be done tomorrow with the style. Postal Flounce 93 cuz? Thanks for commenting, buddy. All right, so let's add these. So this is make the front end load the comments from the API gateway. That seems okay. Oh, let's look at the you guys. I'm gonna put up the matrix. C matrix. Nope, I hate it. All right. I don't hate it, but it's just whatever. Okay. What is this gonna look like? All right, I'm gonna step outside and think. Well, I'm gonna try to think. We'll see if anything happens. Actually, no. No, I have come to my decision. I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Let me see if there's somebody I want to raid. Let me see if there's somebody who it might make sense to try and raid for today. Let me see who's online. Is this a VTuber? Oh, I think it is. I think it's a VTuber. I'm really not sure. They've got a very interesting style, so I'm gonna try this one. Okay. Raid. The name is Suddenly RV. I think this is some manner of VTuber, but a kind of an interesting one. They've got a purple RV that looks like a GameCube, a Nintendo GameCube. At least that's what it, yeah, it looks just like a Nintendo GameCube, so that's neat. And I think they are playing some manner of retro game.